What's up, guys? I am back with a pile of fun stuff to check out on the channel here. Today we're going to just take a look at these 4 packages in the middle. I'm going to set these 2 off to the side for now. As you can see, I have a backlog going on here. Things have been a little bit rough in my world, and if you guys are interested in knowing what's going on, check my community post. For those of you who have replied, thank you so much for your kind words. I really do appreciate it. So what we're going to do is take a look at these 4 packages. These 2 are from AliExpress and these 2 are from Temu, and they are all one form of an R36 Plus or another. The R36 Plus is basically an R36S with Wi-Fi and a 4-inch square screen. So that's what we're getting here. The only difference is some of these listings showed the Dpad on top on some and the thumbstick on top on others. So what's weird is I ordered one on AliExpress from a seller who told me that if I can get the word out and get some sales for him, he'll give me a refund on this one. When this one arrived, it came with 2. I don't know if this is from him or what, but this number doesn't match anything in my system, so I don't know what's going on with that. These 2 are from Temu, and I got these because there was just a crazy deal going on because I never used Temu. And one of them had the D-pad on top and one had the thumbstick on top, so I figured I'd get them and check them out so we could see if they're like EmuELEC clones or if there's one version that is and one version that's an ArcOS. So let's just open these all up, check them out. I'm going to open up the one I specifically think is going to be legitimate first. And after that, we'll take a look at it, and I'll try to go quickly through the other ones just to get through them. We won't make this too long. I'm going to try not to, at least. So this right here should be a white R36 Plus with the D-pad on top. I'm crossing my fingers that it is, because I'm hoping to recommend this guy to you, because I'm hoping to get a refund. The Mizar Game Store is the name of this one right here. What does this say right there? I can't read that. 128 gig white one. All right, see, 36S Plus. All right, let's get into this. They have the standard game console box going here. Let's just break out the scissors. And look at that. They have one coming out with white thumbsticks and buttons. Interesting. I haven't seen that one yet. All right, so let's take a look at this box. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Okay, so it looks very similar to our other game console boxes. I know there's a couple more. The Game Master one, I just don't have it in front of me right now. Same size even. Is it a little bit thicker? A little bit wider? No, it's not. It's the exact same dimensions. Okay, so it's a white game console box. Let's move these out. Check out the deets. Front of the box. I won't read everything for you guys. Just take a look right there. 720 by 720. I said I wasn't going to read. Shut up, Nick. All right, there we go. Take a look at the emulators and all that stuff right there. 2 slots, which makes me believe this will have ArcOS on it. There's the sides, some of the I/O and all that. The back, here's our specs right there. Feel free to pause that and read that. And yeah, what do we have for a battery in here? 3200 milliamp hour battery. And yes, it does support Wi-Fi. All right, so game console box looking good. They got a lot of colors coming out. That one right there with the red sticks, I've been seeing it with black sticks lately too, which I kind of think looks better. But yep, they got the white one here for me. So all right, let's open this thing up. So far, so good. You can tell it's white, packaged nicely. Let's see if it comes with a film or a screen protector. It has a film, not a tempered glass one, and we have a manual right here. Let's just give you a quick look since it opened up already. And you know I will check this later. All right. So let's just move this aside. Tiny little USB-A to USB-C cable, or vice versa. All right. Moment of truth. And there it is. The legit budget Super Game Boy. I mean, this thing is going to be pretty awesome for Game Boy Color, just like all the other square screen ones, but now we got a budget device. And you know, we all love this R36S, or a lot of us on my channel. This thing pretty much kind of started my channel. So yeah, let's test these buttons and sticks and stuff like that before we turn it on, see if they've done any improvements or they feel exactly the same. D-pad. It feels exactly like an R36S D-pad. Identical. I'm not complaining. It's not the best in the world, but it's totally serviceable. So a little bit tight, but not too bad. And I can always swap out the membrane with an Anbernic one and make it 100 times better. Face buttons, still connected. Sorry, was that out of frame? They're still nice and snappy. Even though these two are connected and these two are connected, they feel good. I wonder if Function is going to work on this, if they have an updated version of ArcOS or not. Sticks, clicky. All right, and on the side we have our power and our reset. Our game slot, which is empty because this has one card in it, but it's a 128 gigabyte card right here on this side. We have our volume rocker down and up. Our triggers or our shoulder buttons on the back. And let's take a look at this battery. So is that what, a 3200 milliamp hour battery? Bear with me with my shaky hands, guys. It's a little bit worse today than normal. It is what it is. So let's start this thing up. I'm excited. After we check this thing out, I'll spare you the time with all the unpacking the mailers, and we'll just get all the boxes out, check them all out, see if they're different when it comes to the UI and stuff like that. So what do we have going here? Come on. Oh, it did not say ArcOS. Okay, so we're going to press start. It doesn't say EmuELEC or ArcOS in the settings here. Those of you who know what's up, let me know in the comments. Let me know what we got going on here, because I don't know that much about firmware. But we do have a system that sounds like it's running here. First thing I want to do is turn the sound off from the front screen, even though I don't mind the Donkey Kong Country music. Let's turn that front end music off. And while we're in here, UI settings, let's take a look at the brightness, not UI, system settings. Okay, so brightness. Okay, so we're 10 out of 10 right here. Let's just move down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that gets nice and dim, very dim. And at its brightest setting, it's nice and bright too. I mean, this is a high resolution screen. It's looking really good. There's a line on it right here, but that's just because of the screen protector. I'm going to leave it on for right now. But yeah, let's just check out the game list they have going on here and see what's up. See if we have a total number of games on here. Do they have all games set? I don't think they have it on. Yeah, they don't have all games set on this one. But we are in Nest Box theme right here. So this, you can see on the top, one game in Pico 8. Wonder what it is. Oh, it's just Explore, of course. We should be able to get Pico 8 to work on here. I'll be testing that stuff. PC Engine, 359 games. Famicom, 1639. Nintendo, 4071. Look at the top right there, guys. There's the number right there, so I don't have to read every one. Game Boy, Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, N64. It's the same number of games. I always remember that because it says 187 on N64. All right, so let's get into one of these systems and see if they have the Mario games first, just out of curiosity. Actually, let me go into, yeah, do we have, yeah, we have Portmaster in here. And yeah, so move ROMs for ArcOS, move ROMs for Jellos. Let me know what's going on here, guys. Is this ArcOS or Jellos? And what can we do with this thing to make it the best it can possibly be? I know some of you guys know so much in the comments. Let's get some information down there. Help everybody else out, not just me. All right, I'm going to go into DS and see if we have any Mario stuff. We have Diddy Kong. So, Mario Kart DS, we do. Cool. All right. So, first thing I want to do now is really just kind of test. We know what an RK3326 chip runs, so yeah, I think we don't need to do too much testing on games, but I want to see what like the 10x9 systems look like. So we're going to go into Game Boy. I'm going to pick Tetris. I wish I had that, the what is it, the ROM hack Rosie Retrospective. I've been playing that lately, and it's become my favorite Tetris game. I actually kind of like it better than Apotris because it just still has that nostalgic vibe, that Game Boy vibe, but with all the modern benefits. Okay, so we're going to see if this function button works if we're still using select. Ooh, that looks nice. See, I'm one that likes the bezel art if they do it nicely. If we're going to have integer scaling here, and it looks like it's, yeah, just that little line around there is just cutting off the letters, but that is perfect. That is looking good to me. Let's see if it is integer scaled right here or not. So, yep, function button works. That's awesome. Okay, so quick menu, settings. We want to go to video. We want to go to scaling. So we don't have integer scale turned on. So let's turn that on and see what happens. I just want to back out really quick and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's better. You see, it's not off to the side. So there we go. I want to save that, but I'll do that later. For now, let's just give it a, you know what, before we start playing, let's go back into the menu and put on the Game Boy filter, because now that we have it integer scaled, it should be looking really good. So let's go into here. We're going to go down to, video, and then press up, video filter, and we're going to go down to Game Boy 3X DMG. There we go. Apply. All right, and that is looking good. So take a look at that up close. Oh, this is like the ultimate Game Boy, ultimate budget Game Boy. I love it. It looks good. It's playing good. I'm curious about what's going on with the firmware because, like I said, I've been kind of out of the loop lately too. I haven't been able to be hanging out on the Discord forums and even watching a lot of other videos. So you guys can be teaching me things here. I'm just sharing what's out there with you when I can. And yeah, I'm happy this finally came out. It seems like it took a long time. But like I said, I don't think we need to play too many games on here to know what's going on with this chipset. So let me just get a Tetris here. And then, after that, we'll open up some of those other consoles. Maybe I won't be able to get my Tetris. They're being fussy with me. See, I would have my hold right there if I had Rosie Retrospective, which is awesome. It's an awesome ROM hack. You know what? I'm going to put that there so I feel that line up on the right. And I'm going to cross my... Oh, they gave me the long one. One piece too soon. But I can still get my Tetris. Just give me a long piece. Come on. People are waiting on me. There it is. All right. Thanks for waiting, guys. Can I get a thumbs up? We'll end this right here. Let's just set this device aside because I don't think we need to play a bunch of games we've already played before on this. And let's open up those other consoles, see if it's actually like that, where they have some with the thumbstick up on top. And also, I'm curious if those ones that are different are a different firmware. So we'll find out. You know what? I am going to unpack them on video. Let me zoom out just a little bit, just so you guys can see my general impression, because I kind of like that. That's kind of one of my things on my channel. I like to give you guys my raw impression. I'll skip it if it's taken me a long time to get the package open, just till we get to the box. And then from there, we'll keep it real. All right. So yeah, I am really curious about this one because I have no idea what it is. Is it a duplicate? It looks to me like, what does that say? Yeah, this is a 36S Plus. He sent me another one. He sent me two. I only paid for one. And he offered to give me a refund if I get him some sales. So wow, I'm surprised to be getting two here. So you know what? You know what I'm thinking? If this is actually another one of these, I'm going to give it to one of you guys in the comments. It'll have to be someone from the lower 48 states just because of the shipping issues and all that stuff. But you know what? I feel like giving someone something. So if this is a duplicate, even if it's a different color, I'm going to give it to one of you guys. Just leave a comment, be subscribed, and I'll use some kind of random generator to figure out who the winner is going to be. And you guys just cross your fingers for anybody who's interested. I'll pay for shipping. Don't worry about it. All right. So I made you wait through almost that whole unboxing just by talking about that, huh? That wasn't planned. But let's get into this. All right. So look at that. The same exact box. Will it be the same color? It's the same color. That's good news for everybody because that means it is officially a duplicate. So let's just take a quick peek at this. And yes, I'm not even going to open it. I'm going to keep this pristine for one of you guys. So you can see here, it is a white R36 Plus, brand new, never been touched, for one of you guys. So leave me a comment down below if you're interested in this. All right, let's get to those other Temu packages. All right, so it looks like there's just 3 colors on this one, a black, a purple, or a blue, I'm not sure, and white in the back. Let's take a look at the sides. Handheld game console, R36S. On this side, high performance, multiple connections, long battery life, and speakers. Okay, and the back, feel free to read all that. Am I getting that in focus? All right, there we go. 3,000 milliamp hour battery, so it has a smaller battery than the one from AliExpress. And it doesn't have any specs listed on this box right here. So that will be something that I'll have to try to find. Maybe it'll be in the manual. If not, maybe I could find it in the listing. So I'm pretty sure it's just another RK3326. This one does show the D-pad on top, so let's get into it and find out. And it does have the D-pad on top. But wait a minute. Is that a square screen? That is a regular R36S right there. You gotta be kidding me. All right, I'm gonna end up returning this. They have this listed with a square screen, so I'm not even gonna start this one up right now. I'm just gonna put this thing away. I am gonna open the other one up too to find out, because if I have to, I'll return both of them. I have enough R36S devices. It's kind of funny that it's in a different package, but this is the first R36S I've gotten on Temu. So let me spare you the unpacking on the other one, and we'll just find out if it's the same thing. All right, so they are the same box. And I remember this is a white one. This is the one that had the thumbstick up top, so I'm still going to open it and check it out. But I'm going to actually open this one back up again to check the back since it's the translucent one. And I want to see if it has those 2 RAM chips. If it doesn't, we will know it's a clone. And I'll start one of these up just to check it out. So let's put this aside and see this white one real quick and see if the thumbstick is on top, which would be kind of weird, but hey, it'd be good for N64. So let's see. And it isn't. So we have another white R36S here. I'm going to see about returning these consoles right here if I can. If not, I'll figure out what to do. I still have a lot of other giveaways. I have too many R36Ss, so I'll figure things out here. But I'm going to open this one back up. Bear with me for just 1 second, and I'll get back into it. Let's just find out if this thing's a clone. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a clone. Hopefully we can see real quickly. Can you guys see? Maybe if I shine a light down in there. It looks to be a single chip. You guys can't see it from where you're looking here, but maybe you can see it there. It is a single chip. So there's that one big chip. They're almost equal size chips side by side. So this is a clone, and just to confirm it, let me turn the light off on this real quick. So just to confirm it, we're going to start this thing up, and I'm almost sure it is going to be EmuELEC 4.7. Let me zoom in a little bit right here. Not to say this console is still bunk. I mean, you can load ArcOS on this now. There's a K36 version that works for this. So it's still a decent console. It's just not as good as ArcOS. There's less you can do with it. But let's check out the boot logo. There's going to be like a God of War kind of symbol, Omega symbol or whatever that is. And then if it says R36S kind of down low on it, it's not a good sign. And there it is. That should be up top like that. That's not the way it should look. And yes, this is EmuELEC 4.7. There it is right there. Okay, so before I do anything, I need to shut that off. Okay, so, you know, it's still what it is. They, you know, they work, they do the job. Do they have the Mario games in here? I'm wondering if the Mario games come on the ones from Temu. HOJK. Yep, they do. Okay, so I'm not going to bother playing this right now either because we know how the EmuELEC clones run as well. I'm going to close this one out, and now I know that these are clones. Don't trust the ads on Temu for the R36 Plus with the square screen because they're shady. All right, so let's get out of here. I'm going to start that first one back up and just play a few segments of a few different games. Hang with me if you don't mind. Take a look at the screen and see how it looks, see if it's something you like. If you just want to end it right here, do me a favor and hit me up with a like. All right, guys? I appreciate that. So one thing I noticed, I was testing it with my grip right here for the R36S, and as you can see, it's thicker. So it is not the same exact dimensions as the R36S. This has one of those TPU clear things on it, so it might look the same thickness, but the R36S is slightly thinner than the R36 Plus. I was hoping that this grip would work for it, but it doesn't. Boxing House Store will be making grips for them soon. Let me just show you guys. I have so many boxes of Boxing House grips, some from Christmas that I haven't opened, and these are amazing grips right here. I just need to get this video done. Like I said, there's been some crazy things going on in my life. All right, guys, real quick, before I move along in this video any further, I want to give a huge shout out to this company, INIU, right here. This is the P63 Fast Charge Power Bank. This thing is a 25,000 milliamp hour power bank that puts out up to 100 watts. Also another 45 watt port, USB-C, and an 18 watt USB-A port. LCD screen right here to see your capacity. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I have an Anker power bank of the same capacity, and I couldn't even fit it in this frame if I wanted to. So this is my go-to power bank for now on. I'll probably show it in another few videos in the future because I do highly recommend it. I'll have a link in the description for it. You can get it on Amazon. While I'm thanking people, I also want to thank Mech DIY for hooking up the INIU Pocket Micro. I am working on this video right here. I've been setting this thing up. It came bare bones, which is absolutely awesome. That's how I wanted it to come, without a bunch of bloatware. And I've got Show on it, emulation station. I'm working through some other things. So we're going to get a video into this real soon. But for now, let's get back to the R36 Plus. So right now, we're just going to play a few games on here, just segments, like I said. If you don't want to watch, it's all good. I just want to show a little bit more for you guys, for those of you who want to see. So you guys know I do these videos pretty much off the cuff, and I kind of think as I go. I kind of like doing it this way because it just keeps it real for me, and I feel more comfortable doing it that way. There's so many channels that do tutorials and deep dives. I kind of like to just give you guys first impressions. Hopefully soon I'll start coming back with deep dives. But one thing I forgot to do on here that I should do and try while you guys are here, if you're still here, is see if we can get the Wi-Fi working on here. So network settings. I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to see if I can set up my Wi-Fi. So let's just see if we can do this. I'm going to have to obviously not let you guys see my password. Okay, I have my password set. I'm going to click the check mark. And let's see if we get a little Wi-Fi icon up at the top. I hear some static. There it is. A little bit of static in the speaker, which is interesting because I heard that before about Wi-Fi on these devices. It actually went away, but for a second I heard a little bit of static. But there's the Wi-Fi symbol right there. So we do have Wi-Fi on here. That's good to know. All right, let's just play a few games. I was just about to start playing a few games, but I am noticing that static in the speaker as the Wi-Fi is enabled. And right now I'm not going to do any updates or do anything with port master or anything like that. So I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi off for now because I just don't want it to affect the audio and gameplay. So we're just going to go in here and disable the network. And now the speaker should be fine. We can have some fun now. Man, does that screen look beautiful. I'm just going to play a couple minutes, maybe not even a minute in each game, just a little bit for you guys to see some of the different games, all right? Geez, that looks beautiful. The color palette, everything about it. I mean, is it supposed to be that colorful, or is this like a Game Boy Color version? It looks to be a Game Boy Color version. I don't know enough. I can't remember. A little bit of slowdown there, but I think that's normal for Game Boy. See if the thumbstick works. Yep. Come on, buddy. Just make it to the end of the level. Forgot how to do that. Oh. All right, now let's just charge through some other games. Let's try a little NeoGeo Pocket Color. What do we want to try? Let's try some SNK versus Capcom. Not that I know how to play it. I have very little experience with NeoGeo Pocket Color, but what do we have? There we go. Let's give it a shot. All right, NeoGeo Pocket Color. What else? We're not going to do any Pico 8 today, but let's try some shmups, some vertical shoot 'em ups, and maybe a little Nintendo DS, and then maybe just some 4x3 system just to see how it's looking. Maybe Super Nintendo because we can put it at 8x7 and it will fill more of the screen. So let's go into arcade, and I'm just going to go into something like 1940, sure, 1945. It's probably going to kick my butt. Let's just give it a shot. All right, so you see how the square screen works better than a 4x3 screen would work for a vertical 4x3 image. Whoops, I used my special right away. Yeah, this is cool. All right, I guess I have a laser. That's my gun is a laser. Oh, I don't know how people get good at these games. So many bullets flying on the screen at once, and I know this is like easy for people that are good at shoot 'em ups. They're tough, man. Ikaruga, I like the game, but man, I suck. Anyway, this is cool. This is a cool console. I like it. I do recommend it if you could get it for a good price. And if you like the R36S, I think you'll like this even more. That's just my opinion though. So yeah, guys, I'm doing terrible here on this, but that's okay. Let's test some DS, Nintendo DS, and then I think that'll be it for this video. Let's do Mario Kart. We'll watch both screens at the same time. Because we have a square screen, the vertical screen top and bottom isn't as bad. I still don't like it. I mean, I wish it was bigger. It's like a 1-inch screen or something, but it works at least. And you can still switch them, you know. But we're going to keep it like that for this. I'm going to turn the volume down. So I was recently just playing this on the INIU Pocket Micro, which is obviously a much more capable device than this, stronger, and I could see the choppiness in this right now as I play. It's just not as smooth. I'm not sure what kind of frame skip is going on, but there's something. But as you can see here, you can play games on Nintendo DS that you need both screens for at the same time on a device like this much easier than you would be able to on a 4x3 screen. 3x2 works a little bit better for side-by-side, same with 16:9, but hey, this is pretty cool. I like to be able to see the bottom of the screen for the second screen, I should say, for the games that need it. Certain games like Contra, you need both screens at once. You don't really need it for this game, obviously, but let's see if Contra's in here. We'll test that next, and then that'll be it. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that. See if I can hold that. See, it's hard to hold the button wants to drop the bananas or the shells or whatever's behind me too easily. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the button or me. You know, these micro switch buttons aren't the best on these R36Ss. See, it let go again. I don't know what's up with that. It's like it doesn't want to let me hold the button down. Or it will for like half a second. All right, Nintendo DS. Let's try a little Contra real quick. Let's see how the joystick menu works in here. Is it the right thumbstick? Nope. That's the stylus. You can see that right there on the bottom. Left thumbstick? Nope. All right, function, which is what it should be. Awesome. Things are starting to become better and better on these budget devices. So now it's the D-pad is okay. The thumbstick is allowing me to move through the menu here. So we're just going to exit. Drastic, and we're going to just try Contra, just to see a top and bottom game where you actually really do need both screens at once. Contra 4. Okay, so the buttons are mapped Y and B. That's fine. It actually works really well. It actually feels even better. But you see how we need both screens. Oh man, I should have kept that out. Oh. Jump, jump, jump. There it is. Alright guys, you see how it works. I don't know this game very well, so it's actually a fun one that I need to put some time into. I haven't had time lately to put into games. Things have been crazy, as some of you know. But let's just stop this right here, and we'll keep it at that for this video, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor, drop me a like. It really helps. I do appreciate it. If you're interested in this console, I'll have the link in the description. I'm not going to put the Temu links in because these were shady, and you know, it wasn't worth it. You can get those on AliExpress or Temu anytime you want, and they'll be listed correctly. So these, you can clearly see that's a 4-inch screen on there. So it is what it is. Here we have the R36 Plus game console. I have another one that I will be giving to one of you guys. Leave a comment if you're interested. Lower 48 states only, just for now. Thanks so much, my friends. I'll see you again real soon. Peace.